last time. God.
What do you think?
Yeah. What do you think? Like that's going to happen, Naomi. Look at us. I'm a tiny Italian. You're a ditzy blonde.
And what's wrong with me?
Hey! No offense. And Anderson here. Well, I guess she could land a boyfriend or girlfriend if she wants.
Or girlfriend?
She can be a lesbian if she wants.
That's anything to the future, huh? I can definitely date a girl. Is it one of you? That would be kind of. I think, to be quite honest, I would pick Naomi because Naomi's really cute.
True.
Just okay, Suzu. I'm not sure I want a boyfriend yet.
Why not? It's our senior year. Might as well get a boyfriend.
Maybe she's just not interested in a relationship, Suzu.
Well, wasn't about wanting a relationship, but more of there's no one interesting enough to be in a relationship with. Don't get me wrong, I'm an open person, but there are not too many interesting guys to go out with. Who knows? Time will tell. They looked at me, wanting to continue the conversation. However, before she could speak, the speakers kept ready to start it up in the announcement at the Echo Drake cafeteria.
Miss Anderson, please come to the main office immediately. Please bring your things with you.
I'm in trouble, aren't I?
Oh my.
Looks like our plans have been cut short. The men in white coats have finally come to get you.
Suzu, don't joke around. What if it's serious?
What did I do?
Fine. If something happens, just call us.
What did I do? I just left class! Funny enough, something did happen. It started with a laughing matter. Cold. It was really cold. Rain came heavier that afternoon, coming by a rolling thunder, and now and then the sky turned dark, so I couldn't see any of it under the black umbrella. Not that I was looking up, in fact. I was looking the exact opposite of what I wanted to do. I saw the grass beneath my feet. Unable to look at the people weeping around me. Oh no, it's a funeral. I saw the damn grass underneath my feet. Only the monotone that word that flowed through my ears reminded me that I was at a funeral. It was only when the speech was ended that I finally was able to raise my head. A small gathering of people, mostly made relatives that didn't even know I didn't even know related to me, were huddled around a small, simple grave. Small grave. For a while, all I heard was the sound of raindrops and umbrellas. If it weren't raining, everything would probably have been heavy silence. Up beside me, where my father was standing and holding up a large black umbrella for our small family of three. His face was emotionless. A strange sight next to my weeping mother. I wonder what was going through his mind. After all, etched into the smooth gray tombstone before was his father's name. My grandfather, the only one who raised me like his own daughter, had passed away that day. The ceremony was small. Only close family were allowed to come. Slowly though, people began to leaving my father, mother, and me behind the grave. The men dressed in clean black suit, under uniform, black umbrella of the funeral attendees walked towards us and introduced himself as grandfather's lawyer. He pulled out a few documents from his suitcase and began to read about his contents.
And now, I shall read Harold Anderson's last will and testament.
Only my parents were allowed to be present for my grandfather's will. It was strict request of his lawyer. On the request of his lawyer, and there was a reason why.
And to my dearest granddaughter, I give my estate. All the furniture and decor that resides within the house shall also be given to my granddaughter.
What? I can't believe my ears. I had earned my family estate at 18? That was impossible, and yet it was written on my own grandfather's hand.
He passed the family estate to her? Why am I not surprised?
Dear.
Well, did he say anything about what will become of the CEO and chairman position of the Anderson Toys Company?
No. It is presumed that the vice chairman will succeed the position.
Even to the bitter end, he wouldn't give in. What a stubborn old man.
Shaking his head, my father turned to the mother with a serious expression on his
About
face.
the estate. Should we send her there to get used to the building? It'll be a good place for her to live after high school.
Are you sure we should?
Why not? This would be a good experience for her.
Honey, what do you think?
I mean, Grandpa just died, but I didn't really know him, so I mean, I don't know whether to be sad. I mean, it's terrible, but I didn't really know the guy. I mean, he gave me a house, which is great, but I don't know. I wasn't sure what to say. My grandfather think that I was the appropriate heir to the mansion. Was I even ready to live on my own?
Well, that seems to be it. We'll be taking our leave now. I'm sure the little heiress needs some time to adjust.
Oh, you're so fucking bitter.
David!
Even though she raised her voice, my dad wordlessly began walking back to the car.
Don't mind him, honey. I think that your grandfather's passing really affected him. Why don't we get back home for now?
Is Dad gonna be a dick, Mom? You can go ahead, take the car. Mom, I think I need some time alone with Grandpa.
Oh, of course. Take all the time you need.
Oh, that was right. She gave me a quick hug and hurried after my dad. Looked around the funeral grounds, which was completely empty. Save for the sullen looking grave that was laying in front of me. I'm sure if Grandpa were in charge of arranging all of this, it would have been much different. It was plainly obvious that my dad was in charge of the whole event, who also buried their own family member saying they passed away. I remember my grandfather's love for toys, and yet the grave was a mere stone slab on the ground, waving to the toys. My dad didn't even bother putting flowers. His disdain for my grandfather was almost pitiful. Sorry, Grandpa. I tried to force out some words, but the only thing that came out was a choked sob. You told me to stay strong, but right now, the farthest from it. Like that one a long time ago. Grandpa!
Oh, it's so good to see you again, sweetie.
I was suddenly into a giant bear hug, and we both laughed as he swung around like an airplane. It was one of my favorite things about seeing my grandpa, the way he created me. Unlike my father, my grandfather was loving and playful, even as I grew older. Sorry that Daddy couldn't be here today. He said he wasn't feeling too good again. It's always been like that. Dad missed every visit to Grandpa's house, saying that he was busy at work or wasn't
Is
feeling
that
well.
so? Well, that's okay. Daddy can come around next time. And you're here, right?
Yeah. So what are we gonna do, Grandpa? I said there's a dessert cafe open in town. Maybe we should.
Oh, I would love to. But I've been so busy with the company these days. We're actually working on a little something. Would you like to see?
Yes. Ooh, is that a
It
toy?
is. I was designing a new line of them, but I feel like something's missing. You don't think you could help me out, could you?
Of course! I placed it in my hands with a smile and I inspected it carefully. It's beautiful crafted and obviously a lot of work put into it. There's one thing though.
What do you think?
I think the heart on his chest should light up when you hug it. It'll be like it's alive. And it can be like a nightlight before you sleep. He threw his chin considering my input while nodding his head after a few moments of silent deliberation. He turned to me with a
That's
chuckle.
a great idea. I'll get to changing it right away. You're always like my little lucky charm, dear. You always know what to add to make the perfect toy.
I hope I can be like you one day,
You
Grandpa.
want to make toys as well?
Well, making people happy is the best feeling in the world. I don't know if I want to make toys when I grow up, though.
Don't worry too much about it. You have plenty of time to decide. Besides, you should do what makes you happy as well.
That makes sense. Dad doesn't think of it the same way, though.
Your father. I'm sure he just wants the best for you.
I'm not so sure about that.
Sweetie, look at me.
He bent down to look at me eye level with a serious look on his
As
face.
much as your father may say something that doesn't make sense now, you must remember that he's always thinking about you. He loves you. There's no doubt about that. And you need to love him just as equally.
I hate Daddy. I really do love him. I don't know why he's like this.
Your father and I have had some difficulties with each other in the past. But it's nothing that you should be concerned about.
Okay, Grandpa. I heard tidbits of this from my mother and various other people. The only people who stayed quiet were my father and grandfather. Both of them refrained from saying a word on subject matter. Both clear that whatever happened set up a wall between them. It's hard, though. Never taken into there's nothing wrong.
However, No matter what, you have to stay strong. You're a big girl already, and, well, there'll come a day when it seems like it's you against the world. But always remember that your family and friends will be here with you.
You're really good at giving advice, Tramps.
Daddy, Mommy, your friends at school, me, we'll stand together to get through it.
How can you be so sure of that?
Because we'll be right here and here.
Put one finger to my head first, and then point to my
So
chest.
stay strong. Promise?
For a moment, he looked almost sad, pleading, but as quickly as it had come, the person disappeared from his face, and he was all smiles once again. Promise. Upon hearing that, Grandpa let out a great burst of laughter and stood up.
Alright then, enough of that. How about I whip up some special homemade dessert? I know I can't accompany you at that new cafe, but we sure can talk and eat while I cook and do some paperwork.
Homemade dessert, I'll reach to the kitchen.
Slow down there. I'm not what I used to be.
I guess he has a cane. You will meet the very home. Wait, you will meet the very home I'd love to see you in. Why? Why would you think I was ready to take it? Especially after this. A surge of anger bubbled within me, but I quickly swallowed it. There was no use in getting mad, especially when the person in question was no longer there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say come when you left me with so many questions. I'm not sure what happened between you and Dad. Huh. What am I doing talking to a grave? My vision blurred and I suddenly realized that I was crying. My face heaved up with tears rolling down my cheek. I'll bring you some flowers later. I miss you, Grandpa. I'll try my best to fulfill my promise I gave you. I gave to you without words. Even though the world might turn against me, I'll just rewipe my tears hastily so my parents wouldn't see.
Well, it's time to head back home. I'll cook up your favorite lasagna when we get home, okay?
That won't fix my feelings! I mean, what? Thanks, Mom. However, my dad didn't speak the entire drive home. I wanted to talk to him, but after a moment at the funeral, I wasn't sure it was a good idea.
It's about time we took off those dreary black clothes.
Carrying my car to the side, then it's time to talk. Dad, could I ask you something?
Go ahead.
Why are you moving to the States so soon?
I thought I made that rather clear. The college near your grandfather's house is well known for its business program. You are planning to major in business, yes?
I don't know, man. I thought I was gonna make toys. Or candy. Dude, candy makes people happy.
Right after you graduate from high school, you'll just live there and can easily commute to and from school. It's a perfect fit for you.
Listen, man. I don't want to be a business dude, okay? That's obviously what you are, and it's not working for you, okay? You're pretty bitter. I mean, you got a nice house. I mean, this is a pretty nice house from the looks of it. But, I mean, it could be better. But it's so sudden. You just decided so quickly after the funeral.
Don't be so sensitive. If you're like that in the real world, you'll be crushed.
Okay, you know what? I don't like you. I'm just saying that maybe we could talk a bit more about my future. My father off the scenes was so
After you graduate from college, you'll work at Anderson Family Toys. I have connections since I am part of the board of directors, so you will be guaranteed a spot. That is what we talked about before, yes?
Listen, man. I don't like you. Not even the slightest. In fact, since I've met you, I hate you. I hate your character, I hate your personality. I don't even like your art design, to be quite honest. This whole me being on the toys thing, yeah, that's stupid. I don't like that. But what if...
Stop mumbling!
I wasn't mumbling! Okay. But if I don't want to work there...
Don't be silly. It's the family company. Our company. I'm not just going to hand it over to some incompetent vice chairman.
Oh. He came close to me, and his face softened.
Look, this is all for the best, okay? You may not know it right now, but you will appreciate it later.
No, I won't. For some reason, when I heard him say that, something snapped at me. I wasn't exactly sure what it was, but it made me feel so angry. Do you even care that Grandpa passed away?
Of course I do.
Well, everything seems fine and dandy to you. Things couldn't be better.
Excuse me? I don't like your tone, young lady.
I don't like your tone! It's like nothing even happened at all. Like, you just ignored the fact that he's no longer here.
Do not raise your voice at me.
I'll bite you! What do you ever do to deserve this? Oh no. My father...
Self-voicing
his
disabled.
voice. What did I do? Howard crossed his arms and erupted in angry laughter.
You sure place him upon a pedestal, like he's some kind of venerated god or something. It makes me sick.
I'll bite your ear! Is that it? Are you happy seeing Grandfather dead? While everyone was grieving, you were holding yourself back from laughing at everyone else's faces? Did you feel just a bit happier seeing him lying in that grave? A pleasure raised across his face, and he whipped back his hands across my cheek.
You don't know anything! Running your mouth like somehow you know everything that went on, when you're just a little girl that doesn't know how to keep her mouth shut! You did not know my father! You did not know what he was capable of!
They didn't hit you.
Is everything all right? What happened?
Nothing. I'm not hungry. I think I'll just go
Honey,
upstairs.
wait!
I quickly turned and ran upstairs in my room, slamming the door. Behind me, my breath came in short pants. For a while, I was leaning against my door and eventually sliding down and sitting against it. How things become like this? My cheeks still dropped, and I tentatively stood up and looked in the mirror to see how I looked. Hope he wasn't bruised. What am I saying? Tears formed in the corners of my eyes, but I blinked them back rapidly. I couldn't cry for the second time today. I'd be stronger than that.
Are you all right? Your father told me nothing happened, but you know your father.
I'm fine. I just lost my
The
appetite.
lasagna's done, though, and I don't want you skipping any meals. Are you sure?
The lasagna is gonna help my feelings! I mean, yeah, I'm done. I'm sure. Yeah, don't worry about me, Mom. I'll go upstairs later and eat.
You're not telling me the whole story.
I just don't want to eat right now.
Dear, tell me what's going on. I wish you would tell me why you're being like this.
I just don't want to eat the lasagna! I want to tell her. I probably was screaming to tell her that Dad had done. At the same time, I knew I couldn't fix anything. Besides, I was moving out regardless. Anyway, silent, letting the event remain in the past.
Well, I'll leave your food on the table if you want to eat it later.
But Mom left me alone. It was strange to think she was only a few inches away from me, only separated by a single wooden door. I really didn't know what to do. I needed to do something. I needed to get my mind off what just happened. Anyone would feel better thinking more about this pain still radiating from my cheek. I was going to move into my grandfather's house tomorrow. I should probably pack my stuff so I will be ready for more tomorrow. Oh, yeah, that was a good idea. I should start packing. And for that, guys, we're done with Seduce Me and Otome for now. If you guys have enjoyed it, like, comment as always, so you're paying, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.
I never wanted to be another gear in that corrupted world machine. All my life felt like a dream. I was never who I really wanted me to be. But then God shattered the dream's cage and rose me up to a new stage. Cut it away like a sharp knife and gave me this new life. Now suddenly there's a new twist, a reason to really exist. I wanna breathe in the famous. This whole new world cheers my name. I'll never leave it to beat, so when I see a chance, I'll take the lead. I'll call checkmate. This is the time to break through. So I'll rewrite the story and I'll finally change all